Hello there and welcome to GESC Indonesia. My name is Nomadcast, he's Pond of the Moon, and this is the final game in the Newbee versus Vici gaming saga. What an epic series it has been so far. Podum, just talk us through these first two games. What happened in these mad games we've been having?
Well, if you ever want to see a Neeks assassin who wins the game off his level 25 talent with the extra agility, the last game was the game to watch, as we saw Neeks assassin bravely hitting the Ancient under enemy fire by 5 heroes and claiming a second game. That was pretty exciting.
It was a very exciting end. Yeah, it was a very exciting end to the last.
Karka's performance overall in the entire last game was amazing. Don't get fooled by the indicator on the screen. This is not 2 for 1 for Newbee right now. It is indeed 1 to 1.
Yeah, it's all 1-1. We're all tied up. Yep, absolutely. The indicators lie. And then what else do we have? The game before that, we saw Oreo and his Shadow Fiend going completely bonkers and completely it was a late game bonkers though. It was like a really bad start to the game, and then he slowly ramped it up, and with the spellcaster build was finally able to be outputting the damage he needed to win the team fights. Combo that with the Lycan, and they were able to take a couple of good fights and just push through the side of Newbee. So we're now tied up for 1-1 and into this draft. And Podum, can you talk us through the draft thus far?
Will do. Bans first, Newbee, Tiny, Naga, Omniknight, nothing new. On the side of Vici, we saw the Tusk, the Razor, and Tinker. And looking at the last Razor, this is understandable, banning him out this game. And they actually started off with the Clockwork first pick on Vici Gaming, which was followed up by Disruptor Sun King. Super classic combo right now in the meta from Newbee. And Vici picked up the Shadow Fiend. So we see some Shadow Fiend Clockwork action coming out. Pretty strange that none of them has been banned, but I guess they got that double pick off. Even though it has been nerfed, it is still a prominent combo because Shadow Fiend is able to start off with a lot of damage. And I believe they saw Disruptor and Sand King, so there's not going to be a Bane, right? So they just went for it straight away. We also saw the third pick Gyrocopter from Newbee coming out just recently, and Vici Gaming counter standout with a Rubik. So Rubik, oh, what a lovely Rubik pickup. Every time there's a Burrow Strike, there will be a Rubik, and Rubik gonna have a Burrow Strike, and then you're not gonna do anything in the fight.
Well, you're forgetting the Rubik Flat Cannon. Hello.
Yeah, hello. All the damage. where your Blink Daggers now?
All those Rubik
what are you gonna do?
Right clicks coming through to everybody. I mean, yeah, it's too strong. It's too strong. Can't wait for the Flat Cannon enough to come through for Rubik.
Yeah.
Anyway,
were you trying to blink away here? Excuse me.
With his extremely slow projectile time as well, also adds to the threatening green blobs chasing you down. Yeah, we do have that Shadow Fiend Clockwork combo coming in there, so we'll see Shadow Fiend getting a decent start to his lane. Also no Bane this game, so... Well, actually, Bane's not banned out.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a Bane. Not with the Elder Titan coming in, so... We're looking at the classic full Protect 1 lineup.
Neither team's neither. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised Vici chose to go for the Rubik over the Bane. I think Bane could have been an option for them, but... I guess he's not fantastic versus the Disruptor.
Now, you want that Rubik against both the Disruptor and the Sky King, especially Sand King. It's so great if you steal the Burrow Strike. It's such a good spell for Rubik to steal.
And
Vici Gaming with the
with the fourth pick, and Enigma coming through on top of the Shadow Fiend.
Against an Elder Titan, against the Sand King and the Glimpse from Disruptor. Hello?
I mean, that's basically saying I'm playing Enigma and I'm going to go first item BKB, so his game plan's already decided for him.
This feels like never level Black Hole and just hope they play around it even though you didn't have it.
Yeah, true, always an option, the old puppy strat.
This is more of a I'm gonna make solo pick-offs with the Black Hole somewhere on the support. This doesn't feel like I'm gonna go for the 5-man Black Hole.
Yeah, it's either 5-man or 1-man. I mean, if he goes for the 5-man, then it's gotta be 5-man. I mean, there's no one you can leave out of these Black Holes.
I must say, it's a really bold move.
I think they might be picking it more for the Eidolons and more for that pushing power, rather than the actual Black Hole spell. I feel like they need the push from the Eidolons, and something like a Beastmaster wouldn't really do the trick. And yeah, just choosing to go down a different route.
10 seconds.
We have the Vengeful Spirit and the OD banned out though.
What's going to be the last pick for Vici? Chaos Knight. Told you, Lifestealer. There we go.
Nailed it. Okay, well,
that's pretty much the same.
Lifestealer inside the Clockwork, pretty nasty combo. He's got something to. He's got his taxi, so
yeah, no not too bad of light. of a lifestealer pick. A little bit worried because the gyrocopter is in the game, but most of the time you do fine. What are we looking for Newbee here? We only have some seconds left for a prediction. Gotta throw it out here.
Come on. Well, they are going to need their mid laner, it looks like, so I'm going to be saying this is going to be a... Ooh. I want to say Viper again, but... I mean, he's pretty good, but he doesn't have a cancel, so maybe they might be wanting to look for something with a stun.
Show me the Dragon Knight.
DK doesn't do too well versus Lifestealer though, and also magic damage from Shadow Fiend can really mess him up, so you got a couple of issues there.
Oh wait, there's a puck around, never mind.
Yeah, puck. Let's go be the TA. Alright, screw that, screw what we said.
Yeah, don't mind us, we're just blind guessing, we're just throwing darts at the hero table.
Predicting Chinese Dota is can be hard. Yeah, we'll just leave it there, it can be hard. So, we've got Disruptor, Sand King, Gyrocopter, Elder Titan, and Templar Assassin on the side of Newbee, gonna be giving them some pretty mean team fight with a powerful backline. Meanwhile, Vici Gaming gonna be going with the Clockwork, Shadow Fiend, Rubik, Enigma, and the Lifestealer. And again, they've got some really strong team fight, but also a really nice pick-off combination with the Lifestealer and the Clockwork. A lot of options for both teams, very open-ended draft, so it's going to be interesting to see how they play this one. It's all going to be in the laning phase if you ask me though. I think these lanes are looking pretty equal, and how they lane them, how they play them is going to be absolutely key to how this game develops throughout the mid and late. Potom, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that Shadow Fiend is not going to have a good time in the mid lane. He has that initial deny from the Enigma running around, as well as the Shadow Fiend Clockwork combination, but you're still looking against the TA lane, and there's an Elder Titan and Disruptor on the field, so lots of pickup potential for the mid lane. But looking at Vici's lineup in general, they're pure glass cannon. They have a Clockwork and maybe the Lifestealer, but early on nobody's gonna tank any damage, so they just go full aggressive onto this. And I don't see them staying static in the early game for long.
Alrighty then, well, those are your predictions. This is your game. This is Vici Gaming versus Newbee. Game number 3, it is 1-1, all tied up. Loser if this one goes home. Winner if this one goes off to face. Who will it be next? Do we know yet?
They will face up against LGD Gaming in the losers finals.
Alrighty, so LGD is going to be the monster to take down after this one, but I have to say, I have no idea who's going to come out on top of this one. The drafts are even, the gameplay's been even. We're 1-1. I mean, that speaks for everything, and we'll have to see who comes out on top. But my money, it's got to go to Vici. I think they've been playing a little bit stronger just about than Newbee in this series. And also, I really can see Paparazzi going crazy in this live series. It's one of these heroes which he really likes to play. He really likes to snowball and go pretty hard on. And we'll see what he decides to do.
This is a Vici stream now. I'm going full Vici here as well.
Alrighty, we're both going down Vici. It's a rare occurrence that we both go for the same thing, but it is happening. And I'm sure Newbee will prove us wrong, because we are wrong about everything. Absolutely everything.
Where will the first blood be? Tell me.
Top lane, maybe? I don't know. Mid's probably more likely, but...
I'm gonna say Ori gets ganked, turns around with the razors, and gets a kill. So Ori or Lanham are gonna get first blood in mid.
Alright, I think Disruptor's gonna dive at tier 2 and get a kill. I'll just go for the bold predictions, because, I mean, if I'm wrong, then everybody's going to go, oh, that was a stupid prediction in the first place. He's always going to be wrong. We have to lift up, but send back onto SCCC. Just trying to secure... Yeah, just securing some last hits for Ori early on. Very important. And then we'll get lightning bolted up. Meanwhile, up at top, we have Fenrir actually going under tower after Karkar here, but there's the burrow strike coming through. He does manage to get... Nope, the range creep was closest to the tower, so Fenrir will not get aggroed. Look at how annoying this guy's being. Whilst Paparazzi just happily farms away in complete safety. But mid's where the action is. We've got 4 heroes hanging out, and those thunderbolts being super annoying. Lanham will really want to cancel that clarity, but of course XX is going to be a little bit too careful for that.
Yeah, and now he has to wait on the mana region for the Disruptor anyways. So. Ori full up again, sitting on 20 total souls if he wants to. Well, obviously 12 on the Mastery is the maximum for now, but...
And we have a rocket down in the bottom lane as Faith and Mugi are doing their best to take down 11. I'm not sure 11 can escape from this. He is going to be your first blood. And Mugi will take that one. Lanham TPing in just a second too late there. Does have the lift available should he want it. But there's a lot of creeps under the tower, and actually... Lanham's got to be careful, but note, we have the TP coming in from 11 now as well. And actually the lift back, throwing him under tower, but the tower's busy. It's hitting other things. Actually, Lanham, he's looking pretty weak now. He's going to drop as well. Mugi gets another one down in this bottom lane. Oh no, Gyrocopter. This isn't the start of the game you want to give this Gyro. And his safe lane just got really, really nice with some nice pillars and Fenrir. Not sure you want to be in those cogs, but he will be able to get out okay. He's got himself a nice early boost, while SACC does not. He's going to be alright. Meanwhile, Lycia is just kind of doing whatever he wants in the top lane.
Yeah, and Mugi's safe lane just turned from I'm up against Enigma into I'm totally going to outlane this Enigma. Just now lasting Eidolons wherever. He's doing pretty good. That's his Arcula coming out already. Well, most of it.
Most of it. Not the whole thing, but who cares about the armor? Fenrir, once again, just being so aggressive with his positioning. Oh, and he's going to get the TA inside those cogs, although he's taking a lot of damage from the tower. Needs to be careful here. He's actually just going to die to tower. SCCC also able to get the kill on Ori as well, so this has gone horrendously wrong. Lanham, he's going to be alright, at least. At least. But, yeah. How not to gank, an illustrated guide by Newbee here. What happened? Why did that go so badly?
Well, TA is a hero. Refraction exists.
Okay, cool. Solid analysis as always. As we have SCCC salved up under the tower and getting back into fight. And Ori, he's doing okay. He's 12 CS. SCCC is only sitting on 11, so, you know, swings and roundabouts, eh?
Karka still getting bullied up top, but Fenrir is only level 1 on the clockwork. He's still looking for that level 2, but he can't snag any XP on any lane. Actually, Karka.
Does Karka have anything? Oh, he's got nothing. He's actually going to die here. Meanwhile, we have 11 going down at bottom once again. It does look like Karka's going to be okay. Probably just pop the wand and get enough mana for the sandstorm, so he does live, just about. And yeah, Gyro's having a wonderful time on this bottom lane. Mugi is just doing work. And Silence also going to come out. Sorry, the sleep onto 11 here. And Mugi, they're dancing around the tower once again. I mean, this poor old Enigma's just not safe.
Didn't he just TP and no, he's down again and has to go back. And Faith is still standing there.
Oh no, he should have gone back. He's going to get... Nope, he doesn't quite get slept up. And popping the one just before he gets slept, but he didn't get slept at all. He's all good. God, that was close.
Lucky on that one. But he's going to get zoned out behind his tower, and Gyro's just going to sit here, going to hit the tower, going to get all the bounty runes, nothing to do for him.
Kill in the middle lane as Disruptor is caught out by, I'm assuming, a double or triple raise from the Shadow Fiend. It's enough to deal with him. No problems at all, so unsurprising that he's going to drop if he goes for a rune or something and finds his Shadow Fiend there.
Fenrir now level 2, but he's still on a lane where he doesn't really belong. He doesn't do much against Karka. Karka is actually going for the max sandstorm build here, which is interesting.
I thought you might want to go for those bow strikes so he could escape the power cogs, because mind you, I think he can do that at level 1, so...
Yeah, you can do it with the level 1, but it felt like he needs Caustic Foul against the Lifestealer, because Paparazzi's just happily farming away. He can tank through his sandstorm, that's no problem for him at all.
Yeah, he's got those 2 levels of Feast, so it's really not an issue for him. And even if it was, he's got Rage, so... oh, he actually gets a return kill at bottom lane. Congrats, 11. Managing to turn his lane around by getting a kill onto the Elder Titan.
He's also getting a nice amount of experience.
Adam's okay, isn't he? Adams, are you okay, Lanham? Yep, here we go. There's that storm coming out. Lanham will get glimpsed back. Runs under his tower, though. It's only level 1 kinetic field, though, so the Rubik is going to be alright. Bit of a messy one. Missing the storm was pretty key there. Uh-oh. Finds Faith. Ooh, just about misses the third raise. I don't think it would have been enough to take down Faith anyway. Although you never know with these darned raises. Pesky raises.
He wanted to set it up here in the high ground and then actually decided, yeah, I'm going to walk low ground before I hit him. Otherwise he's just going to stomp me. 11
coming forwards here. I think he may live to regret this one. Oh, actually cancels Faith's stomp in the end. And he's actually going aggressively onto the Elder Titan here. He's got 6 Eidolons up, but actually...
running. Still a magic wand.
Yep. It's pretty tense. Faith chasing him down, but 11, yep, just turns it around under the tower and gets a double.
Nice.
I mean, they... sometimes you just gotta dive a tier 2, you know? You just gotta dive a tier 2 versus 3 Eidolons and Malefist, and sometimes that happens.
That's just one of the plays you have to make for your support.
You gotta go for it. Yeah, exactly. Well, Mugi's sitting here, and 11 actually has the black hole available. Here he goes. He's actually going to use the Malphite. Able to dodge the cooldown just about, but the rocket's going to slam him in the face, and the rocket barrage will finish him off, so Mugi will get that one. Lanham is nearby. I'm not sure he wants to do anything about this, though. I mean, there's very little he can do. Meanwhile, up at top, they are going to find the Sand King, but force him to Burrow Strike away. And now comes in Mugi, actually. They're looking for Fenrir, and Fenrir might have to make some fancy footwork here, though he's got these cogs available. Dropping them early. And I think this might be an escape for the clockwork.
With no cooldown available, so they can't slow him down anymore. Yeah, and he has ground boots, so he's just gonna run.
Always coming up ground versus coming onto the high ground versus a Shadow Fiend is very, very scary with all those razors. You never want to walk blindly into a Shadow Fiend. So
talking about the Shadow Fiend, getting a little bit forced into jungle, so his losses are a little bit inflated here. Looking at the net worth, he's actually sitting above the TA for 500 gold, so never mind, not inflated at all. He's just farming really well, apparently, but not expect the TA to actually lose this lane, or, well, they kind of did go even, so...
well, I think you got to think about who's the better lane support in the middle lane. Disrupt, all he can do is throw out those Thunder Strikes. Rubik can actually cause a threat. He's got some stuns, oh, excuse me. We actually have a kill going off in the top lane as Ori is able to find a kill with his first rotation of the game on that Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, and
meanwhile, 11 is being stalked. Glimpse is available when they need it, so 11, he's basically just running from nothing right now. As, oh, they lose sight on him. Sleep is going to be off the mark. 11, he's got 4 heroes chasing him down. If he makes it out now, he's created so much space, but I have a feeling he's not going to be able to. So here he goes, popping the salve even. He's got TP, 4 seconds, no, here comes a cooldown, there we go. And there's the rocket barrage as well, but he did create a lot of space for his team. I mean, 4 heroes down here. The only one who's not there is Karkar.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of space. I'm talking about Karkar. Sandstorm blood. No true sight.
Getting the stacking up already. Yeah. Oh, misses the raid. I think that would have killed him, but he did miss it just about.
I wouldn't have killed him, but lots of damage nonetheless. But he wants to back off now as well. Actually, Stomp coming out on Rubik. Is this a dead Rubik?
I think this is a dead Rubik. Yes.
This is a dead Rubik.
Yeah. If you go into the dictionary, open up your page, just a dead Rubik, and it's got poor old Lanham's face on it right now.
Oh, that was well set up. But 11 nonetheless, he finishes his Midas, I hope, soon. He's going to touch him. I'm a bit worried here.
Who's going for a Midas?
The Enigma, 11. After a double kill, wouldn't you do the same?
Yeah, absolutely.
We all would go for the Midas.
Yeah, and that's going to help him excel towards his BKB a little bit quicker, and then get some tasty blink afterwards, and maybe even, who knows, Aghanims, Shivas, I don't know. Whatever he feels like. Fresher. The world is his oyster. We'll see how the game goes, though. Difficult to predict now, but we will switch over to net worth, where we just leave this with the Shadow Fiend doing extremely well on the last hit front, and going for the Sanj. Going for the Sanj and Yasha. He's already got the Yasha, in fact. A right-click build from Ori, so changing up from last game, and they are going to find the Disruptor here. And, oh my god, look at how much damage Ori does to him. He's just chunking him down. 11 not even interested. He's just going to, oh yeah, you guys do that. I'm just going to farm. Yeah, you guys get the kills. You know, I'm good.
Actually tried to go for Fenrir in mid as well, but he's just going to press Battery Salt and run away. Nobody wants to deal with the Clockwork.
Very, very difficult hero to deal with as well. And down at bottom we have Mugi just hiding in the tree line. Doesn't really want to show himself, although we'll drop the cooldown onto Ori here just to probably clear out some creeps, do a bit of damage, you know. And now the Eidolons, the path is clear for them, so they'll 11 will finally... He's done farming now, so he's coming in. And they've even rotated Lanham for this one, and Gyro's just called ass. He's done. And maybe they're going to make a play onto the Lifestealer here. He's got his ultimate. And nope, he senses something in the waters. Rage, TP out, and I'm done.
Yep, laters. Just not gonna. He's not gonna have any of this. This is actually pretty lot of a lot of space created already. He'd forced to rotate 4 heroes to the top lane, and he was just farming on Lifestealer. He has his armor up. He's going for the Desolate. He's living the life.
Yeah.
He's keeping on par with Ori on the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah,
just
and that's
slightly
impressive.
trailing behind.
Because I mean, Ori has a fantastic farming mechanism. Lifestealer doesn't. He's just got Rage. That's the only thing which makes him farm faster. So. Yeah, the fact that he's doing so well, I mean, it was just a free lane for him, pretty much. I mean, Sand King can't do anything versus a Lifestealer, so always an issue.
Lanham.
A CCC hanging around. And Black Hole committed. There you go. And that's going to get you a kill on the Templar Assassin. Kaka trying to interrupt with the bow strike, but it doesn't even do a whole lot, and actually will give his life for the cause here. Will he? Yep, Paparazzi last hit coming through. XX gonna think twice about TPing into that one. And even despite Ori's Sanjin Yasha, he's still going for the 10% magic spell amplification, which I think is always the right call, just because Shadow Raiders are OP.
Yeah, 20 attack speed is nothing for a Shadow Fiend. You always have your treads up. You always, especially if you go for the Yasha, you're not really reliant on actually hitting multiple attacks hits in a row. So most of the time you want to do one hit, then go for a raise, go for another one, go for the next raise, so you time it directly. And they claim it 2 for them on the bottom lane, which is just gonna put them more ahead.
Yeah, just want to point out the Elder Titan currently has 250 damage from his Astral Spirit, you know, just lash it through 5 heroes and a bunch of creeps. Pretty interesting to see.
Ah, what a fight.
He was in base, so it doesn't matter, but okay. Lanham gets caught out and will die. And that's all we're gonna say.
You could argue he's pretty dead.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done a play-by-play there, but I think I just need to tell you he was dead, and we watched the events of that unfold. But yeah, Rocket Barrage is a very strong spell, and with 3 heroes around, there was absolutely no escape from that one. Oh, Paparazzi making the first bomb of the game as Kaka hanging out in the invis, and do they have the sight for it? Yes, they do. Sentry just popped down in his face, and Kaka tries to bow strike away from it, but he's going to be munched up pretty quickly as Paparazzi eats himself some tasty crab. Delicacy, you could say.
Fine. Yeah, and finally rotating in with the sentry as well. Just lagged it 2 times now. So. And look at the excellent warding from Vici once more. There's one is a ward on this high ground. There's one in the mid lane, so they see any rotation.
Oh, we have another dead Lanham, unfortunately. Yep, dead.
Scouting.
Yeah, he's keeps finding this gyrocopter, which is nice. The team always knows where he is. But he's also dying every time he finds him, so you know, things and roundabouts. Paparazzi, Fenrir, and 11 are looking for something there. They don't have the black hole, but I don't think it's that much of a factor this game. And slowed down on Fenrir, but he's running for this haste rune, running for his life for a haste rune. Drums even popped as Newbee looking for something. There's the rage TP, and that's it. They've got nothing for that. And they've got nobody that buys a basher either, so literally he's going to be able to do that all game.
Nothing to do about
they can never cancel Paparazzi's TP. If they, yeah, there's nothing they can do. Nothing.
Show me the bash on Sand King.
Well, Ori running away. He's pretty fast, and Faith will completely miss with his stomp. When you got the sound in Yasha, it's pretty difficult to catch a Sand King.
It's nice.
Shadow Fiend, yeah. And now going for the BKB as well. So he's currently sitting on quite a lot of strength, quite a lot of agility, and then he's going to be magic immune. So super annoying to play against.
Yeah, he wants to be as tanky as possible, just so he can tank up more of the hits from the TA as well as the gyrocopter. I think it's probably the right call.
Do have a smoke up from Newbee. They're making their way top. They want to kill Ori, which is a sensible thing to do. Very sensible. Unfortunately, they're going to come across Fenrir, who is a okay consolation prize, but it's not the golden goose. And here we go. They're gonna play chase the Fenrir right now, and I think Mugi finds him without too much issue. He's not able to drop by that much time, but at least they managed to get their Shadow Fiend out as they look towards middle tower. In fact, as a car coming in, but you might want to think twice about this one. Oh no, Lanham actually thinking maybe not. 11, he's got the black hole, and in comes Disruptor. Immediately pops the ultimate though. I like that play, but he gets dragged back into the Shadow Fiend. That's not enough to keep him alive. Now Kaka waiting in the wings. Oh, here we go, popping up the ultimate. Here we go, and he does use it, able to bring down 11. Shadow Fiend way too fast to get trapped in that though. And even when he's slowed down by the traps, he's still moving at 3-2-4, which is pretty mad.
Was a pretty nice play by the Disruptor, but in the end he just died off.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine he thought that the Sand King would want to go then as well, but unfortunately they had different ideas.
Yeah, Kaka was like, yeah, not yet. Hold on a second, I'm on the phone. Well, you got the double stun afterward, and Enigma is a nice prize to claim, especially when you're behind it. You managed to save your time.
Another smoke. The second clockwork bomb of the game. He's impregnated with a lifesteal who comes out and destroys SCCC unable to make any sort of attempt to live there. And Disruptor, what are you doing? This isn't where you want to be, my friend. As he gets taken out as well. Just going for a walk through the trees and finds himself a Lifestealer. Nice stun coming through from Kaka through the tree line, able to take out Paparazzi. Landham looking very low as well. It's a double kill for Mugi. Ori wants to get out of this one, but also wants a last hit on the tower. How greedy can you be, Ori? Well, apparently not greedy enough, as he's actually trying to chase down Kaka. Doesn't get a last hit on the tower, but maybe might get something from this. But Mugi's up on the high ground. Excellent positioning here. Look at those rocket barrage coming up from the high ground. Oh my god, that was sick by Mugi there. Perfect positioning to deal the maximum amount of damage there. And Fenrir, what are you doing, lad? It's not where you want to be. He gets taken out as well. Oh no, the glimpse back onto Ori with the stun from Kaka as well. Are they going to make it another one for Mugi as the Shadow Fiend is stuck? They don't have a glimpse. They don't have anything to bring Ori back. He's just too fast and he will slip himself away. But not before giving away a lot. And we will look at those graphs and see the gentle curve back up in Newbee's favor now.
I believe that was 4 pickoffs they got independently from each other, just with Shane dying on the side of Vici and Newbee being on point. Tanking dies in the end, so Newbee claims a nice kill for himself with a dust committed. But after all, this is not what you want to do if you're Vici. You want to group up, you have your Enigma, you want to do this Nike bombs and then pretty much get a pickoff, maybe take 1-2 jungle camps and then retreat to your side.
Well, we do have a pause out, and yeah, just to reflect, it is 1-1 this game, so the loser of this game does get knocked out of the tournament, and we actually have like 3 disconnects? 2 disconnects? Okay. Just
they called it in advance, so probably just some ping issues.
Yeah.
They can reset.
Shouldn't take long. Now, full Desolator up on the Lifestealer. It's been doing work to rip through the heroes, and it actually works really, really well versus Agi heroes. So Templar Assassin and Gyrocopter are both very vulnerable to him if he can get close to them. Destroying their armor is really a key part of bringing down those Agi heroes. So both of them, yeah, very vulnerable. And if they get caught by this Clockwork Bomb, that's just going to be the best way Vici Gaming have of starting off these fights.
Yeah, I think their main target is to either find the TA or really destroy the backline, either with the Sand King or the Disruptor, so Enigma has a chance of getting off the black hole. But you see the farm on Ori, and he has a full SNY as well as a full BKB coming out on the courier for him at 18 minutes. That is a huge amount of farm for him. He's sitting on top of the net worth chart, 200 above the Gyrocopter. He's actually farming quite decently, has a BKB on his own. But
yeah, he's doing very, very well as a SEC. Taking down some Ancients, trying to make her way up the net worth chart. Definitely the loser of the 4 cores in this game so far. Really, really struggling. And let's have a look at this Enigma as well, as he's managed to get himself a hand in Midas. He's gone for Arcanes, interestingly. And now going for BKB. Ooh.
SEC baiting with the low health.
Here we come. Kaka coming in. Ori, he's popped the BKB straight up and now cooking up the other one. He's going to release a big one. Fenrir pokes his teammate, in fact, and does get taken out. Meanwhile, 11 is able to black hole the Disruptor for about 2 seconds before he's killed by SEC. But Ori with the double kill, just fighting from the high ground, is able to take out a few. Mugi versus Ori. Who's going to win this fight? Well, Ori, he gets off the razors, but it's not enough. He is able to take out one with his death and Paparazzi. Can he chase down Mugi? Can he get the kill? He's slowed. He is so slow and he can't find the finishing blow onto the Gyrocopter. What does he do now? And in comes a stomp, but he will slit in the middle of that one, and Faith may have just made a mistake as his Gyrocopter is not coming to his aid, not wanting to give away too much to Paparazzi here. You got to stay clear of the angry little Lifestealer, or he is going to tear you up and rip you apart, and that's exactly what we just saw. So who is a winner of that fight? Well, Goldgraph says is looking at Newbee.
8 deaths on the board. This would have been an entirely different story if Paparazzi was there from the beginning, but he was actually off on his side of the jungle and had to actually travel to the mid lane to get there. But we had a nice play, but both teams revealed their BKB. Jaro did as well as the Shadow Fiend, and they just pretty much both parties were completely surprised. Oh look, he has a BKB, and the entire clan of the gang completely changed.
What I found funny though was that Gyrocopter and Shadow Fiend both like saw each other, popped both their BKBs, just went, whatever, and then went for other targets, and they both basically ripped apart each other's teams. Unfortunately, Newbee do have the stronger backline, so they did end up able to take down the Shadow Fiend. And of course, Paparazzi wasn't there in time for the fight, only came in at the end to get a couple of pickoffs, but I think if Paparazzi didn't rotate in there, it would have been a much harder loss for Vici Gaming. Look, they're going for it again. They are ready to roll. They're not wasting any time with gank number 2. They have this Blink Dagger and Detonator up on their Templar Assassin, and they are going to make a play onto Lennon. They're going to bring it down without too much tracking, but in comes Paparazzi, and in comes Clockwork as well. They hookshot into this one, but it might have been a mistake because they're able to take out 2 already, and Paparazzi on the high ground, but now Ori popping up, BKB pops the ultimate, throws it down, but SECC negates the whole amount of damage, and they both just drop like they're made of sacks of flour, and Newbee just ripping apart. Now this is the fight they wanted, and 11 actually going to pop the BKB to try and TP out of this one. The damage was nearly enough to take him down anyway, but he is able to escape in the end. And here we go. It's Newbee taking down a tier 1 and looking for more, holding on to their place in the tournament.
Ah, yes, the famous, they just ganked us so they won't gank us again gank. That's my favorite. Just doing the exact same thing down the mid lane. This time it worked flawlessly. That was part due to the fact that Shadowfiend had not maximum souls in this fight. He was only sitting on 26 though. His ult didn't do as much damage.
Yeah, and it's really, really nice to fight a Shadowfiend in that situation. And now they're going to take Roshan as well, and I'm sure we'll see this Aegis going into the way of Mugi, who is really finding his feet now in this game, sitting on top of the net worth graph, exactly where you want to be as a gyrocopter. That's why you pick the hero, is to be on top of that graph. And now with his Sanjin Yasha, BKB, and going towards the butterfly as his next item, he doesn't feel like he needs anything more defensive. He's like, nope, let's go, let's go. They missed me, and I hit them harder. Templar Assassin in the meanwhile looking for her BKB. So she, yeah, like I say, she's a loser of these 4 cores. She's not had a great time at mid. She's not really found the space to farm up. I mean, Gyrocopter doing much better when it comes to farm. Just easier to take the stacks. I think they've been prioritizing him. I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the case of the Templar being a bad farmer or the player not able to find the space to farm, but I think it's just their team is deciding to reallocate their resources into the Gyrocopter because they see him. They see Mugi as their way to winning these fights and winning these games, and it's been working out for them so far. I mean, this BKB and Sanjin Yasha timing have been perfect, and now they're looking ahead, looking really good for them, and they managed to pull the net worth back in their favour after a big slump down in Vici's favour.
Yeah, the entire game turned around. Basically 9k gold, 10k gold over the course of multiple fights. And just these smokings from Newbee were phenomenal. Now they're actually rotating back, not making any more pressure. They saw the Enigma at bottom, so they just want to find a target. This time Vici is aware of it. They drop down the ward in mid lane. It's a little bit more aggressive, so they know about these rotations. It wasn't actually a smoke rotation, so not too hard to catch. But it really feels like the Lifestealer has to finish up. He's actually going for the Manta style on the Lifestealer now, because he can't deal with all the slows. This is one of the super rare games. No, this is one of the super rare games where you can totally justify it.
I don't know, versus a TA and a Gyrocopter, I mean, he's actually only using it for the purge. Those illusions are going to do nothing. It is.
On the other hand, he already went for the for the power threats instead of face boots as well, because those percentile slows just hitting him down, and Enigma gonna get called out here in the jungle. Tanks the gang for the rest of the team.
What a player! Thanks, man.
Usually, you really do not want to go for the Manta style, but in this game, you could argue it is fine to go for it.
Yeah, well, Fenrir is heavily pregnant and expecting a beautiful baby Lycia to pop out of him at any moment, and they're looking to maybe make some kind of commitment. And Ori is waiting as well. No Blink Dagger, but yeah, not sure how Ori's going to get to this fight. Maybe they're just waiting for them to come up onto the high ground. Their tier 2 has taken quite the beating and will actually fall in a minute as Mugi comes to deal the last blow. And there we go. And Vici, I don't really think Parker could be in trouble. No.
Can't blink out, but they're too afraid to go for this, and this is the smart move from Fenrir, just moving away from that. The chances of actually killing the Sun King there were pretty low if he just stunts away.
Yeah.
As well as having the force up, so you're not gonna lock him down. And he's going for the Eon Disc on the Sun King. And this is a good build I like.
I mean, Coco went for it last game, yeah.
Yeah, on the Nyx Assassin, he did the same, and it was pretty good for him because he tanked a lot of damage he shouldn't have tanked.
Well, we'll see how it works out for him in this game. He hasn't been targeted quite as hard as he was on the Nyx Assassin last game. I found his Sand King to be a little bit less of a priority, so I don't know. Let's see how this Aeon works out for him. Well, TA, she's found her BKB and is now looking towards that Bloodthorn, but that's going to be a while. But just going to be side pushing some towers here, and really there's nothing to defend this. Landham is looking on and going, guys, they're taking our towers, but there's really nothing to be done. SEC just hits too hard, and it's just not worth defending, I guess.
A really good scan coming out. This
very
spot
nice.
at the gank. Almost
Now they're gonna use the rocket flare, and that's actually gonna scan them away. Newbee don't really wanna. I mean, now they know that they know. Previously with a scan, that's the difference between scan and rocket flare, right? Like if you scan, the enemy don't know you've done it. If you rocket flare, then the enemy know that you see them. So possibly don't want to rocket flare on top of a scan. You know, it's just personal.
Just rocket flare on the other side of the map and scan on the other. If you hit it, you 1%. Yeah, just outplay the gank.
Like. You sunk my battleship. Exactly. Gotta spread those shots out. Anyway, Kaka, Blink Dagger, 4-star. Yeah, going for that Aeon Disc. Shouldn't be there in too long, actually. So, what was the change to that? Was it made cheaper? Yeah, made much cheaper, and the health threshold reduced.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the still about the item, because it still prevents all damage output. So. Worst case scenario, you actually you channel up your epicenter and you take damage, and then your epicenter is nothing damage.
They might have just seen the Blink Dagger on Enigma, which is not what they wanted. Vici Gaming wanted to surprise this Blink Dagger. Gonna go for it anyway. The Clockwork, once again, has the Lifestealer inside him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But who do they want to find? The only real targets I can see is either going for the Elder Titan or maybe the Disruptor. But if you find Jari, he's gonna BKB and run away. If you find the Sand King, he's just gonna pretty much force step out of your gang. And TA is fairly tanky at this point as well. BKB on SCCC as well. So the two big targets have the BKB already, and the others are pretty much the only ones you can kill.
What's Kaka doing up here? Okay, just 4-staffing around, you know, hanging out in some trees. Gonna take some creeps in a ridiculously aggressive fashion. Blink cancelled for now. I wonder if they're gonna follow up with a hook shot. I know they want to. He's gonna go blind though. And in comes Lanham. We'll give him the sight, but can he get that hook shot off? I
Not
don't
quite
think
in range.
he can. That's true.
They abandoned the effort.
God, this Kaka's just so annoying. Like, what a guy to play against. And now he's got that Aeon Disc up as well, so... Wasted loads of time, got himself some farm, and now he's going to get his Aeon Disc, so it's going to be even harder to kill. But here we go, Vici Gaming. They have smoked up, and they're looking to go. They're looking to see who they can find. And does it look like they'll find anybody? Not right now. Enigma has the BKB, has the Black Hole.
This is the exact signature gank as well, the same that Newbee did. Just put your off laner or put your position 4 or 3 in the mid lane, let him bait out, and then try what you then see what you find. But pretty sure Newbee is well aware of this. I don't think they will be going for this. Yeah, there's even pinks coming out on this ward, so they spotted out the deep ward over here, which is a really good call.
And looks like Vici Gaming going to be disappointed again. Another one of their smoke gangs just completely avoided. And it just seems like they can't find anything. And Newbee are more than happy just to farm up and hit their next few timings. You know, get that Bloodthorn up on Templar Assassin. Why not? Gyrocopter, he's going for that Satanic next. You know, Gyrocopter's pretty much hit his timings, I think. They're just waiting for the rest of the heroes to join the club. Sand King will have his Aeon Disc out to him in a second, so that's his item. Solar Crest on the Elder Titan. I mean, we won't really talk about Disruptor, who is just trying to run for the Aghanim Scepter again, but he's doing his best, you know?
He's kind of swapping back and forth between Glimmer Cape, Aghanims, but
what to do?
On the other hand, he never gets enough money for one part of the item anyway, so I might change scene though. He's getting some creeps done for him, but
man, this game is just sailing past the Lifestealer's timing. Like, a Lifestealer doesn't want to go late game. He just doesn't. He really does struggle past the kind of 35-40 minute mark. It's just not as strong as other carries. And the fact that Newbee are managing to play Vici around so that they're not able to fight in those timings is just beautiful to watch. And I think Newbee are doing a really good job this match of controlling the tempo of the game in their favour. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you always see at least
TA. Oh my god, turning it onto Rubik, Jesus.
Oh.
Who caught who?
Well, every time Rubik finds somebody, he dies, so...
A pretty brutal game to be a Rubik, has to be said. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot done this game.
He's more than Rubik of like, hey, if you steal a Burrow Strike, good. If not, scout for us. But no practical use found for the Rubik in this game. Not really, and not against such a gyrocopter as well. Mugi is 13-0 on the gyrocopter. He's working for the Satanic now. Oof. He has all the items he wants.
Jesus, look at that KD. This guy's been doing work. So a dream gyrocopter game, has to be said. And yeah, I mean, the Satanic's not even that far away right now. They even care about buybacks? I don't really think they do.
After the last game, I would...
yeah,
after
true.
The first and
game. There we go. There's that Manta style paying off already on SCC and actually forcing her to use her BKB, so that's pretty interesting to see it in action.
Yeah, remember when you said it's really bad?
No,
I remember that.
No. I said it was interesting. That's the caster's way of saying it's really bad.
That's some real 4D chess.
Yeah, exactly.
Build the Manta style before the TA gets her pocket. Oh look, it's that Rubik again.
Sorry,
this time with a DD on the TA.
No. Yeah, that was a one-shot Rubik, I think. Yeah.
That feels pretty bad.
Sorry, if you didn't see that kill, it's probably because you blinked in the chat. Yeah, I mean, it happens.
1 and 9, and I'm fairly sure all of the 4 kills on SCCC were on the Rubik.
Poor guy. Yeah, Templar Assassin playing a very weird Templar game this match, though. Usually, like, the TA is a hero you see do really, really well early on. Early mid game, you know, with a Blink Dagger and the Desolator just doing absolute work. And this TA, well, she's like, yeah, late game, that's my timing. And we see her getting another kill onto Fenrir with the help of Kirka here, and all of a sudden there's Vici Gaming just getting hunted all around the map, which is not how they expected this game to go.
Yeah, this already led to a 9k net worth lead for them, for Newbee now.
Yeah, and this graph is a beautiful thing to behold, the comeback graph. We dip about 7k into Vici Gaming territory, and now we're heading right back up again towards the side of Newbee.
Roche coming out, next one to fold, cheese up for grabs this time. With SCCC, that should not be an issue. Yep, this is going down in no time, especially with all the items.
Jesus, chunking him down.
Yep.
And they're putting the Aegis onto the Aegis.
We saw SCCC always going for that utility build on the Temple Assassins, this time going for the Nullifier again. And against the Lifestealer, it's a pretty good item. If you manage to silence him up as well as Nullifier, no Manta for you, which means this Lifestealer is going to get killed.
Yeah, true. And Ori as well, I mean, he doesn't get to pop his BKB, which is really key in these fights. Even with Enigma, to be honest, it could be pretty nice for him.
Yeah, and both Mugi and SCCC are both agility carries, so the Feast and the Lifesteal will not do as much damage as he wants to, because he's good against the strength carries. He can hit them up quite badly. Looking at Elder Titan, looking at the Sand King, he's pretty good against those, but he struggles against the agility carries. Juggernaut being, for example, the most prominent example. And I believe TA will do quite a good job with the Nullifier just to find him out on the map and kill him off. Alrighty,
well, SCC, I mean, what play did Newbee want to make now that they have this Aegis? I mean, the cheese is up on the, oh, Gyro's got the cheese, okay. They chose to put the cheese onto the gyrocopter. Oh, we have a hook shot in, and I'm wondering how quickly Fenrir is going to regret this. I'm going to guess about now. The rest of the team coming up the high ground, but I'm not sure they want to do this, as Vici Gaming actually decided to back out, but they've already committed far too much as SCCC coming in, and look at Rubik just completely annihilated. Mugi's got his eyes on bigger targets, so he's chasing down Ori, trying to get that Sanjin Yasha proc, and there it is, slowing him right the way down, trying to catch him, diving hard for this one. And no buybacks available from Vici Gaming, so nobody's surprised popping up in the fountain. And look at Mugi go, and he'll take him out right outside the fountain steps, even looking at the Lifestealer now. And there's that Manta. Can they kill him before he gets back into the fountain? Not quite. This Paparazzi actually... Not sure you want to come out there, buddy. Stay where it's safe.
Are we just going to dive the fountain at 34 minutes? Actually losing the Disruptor on... Yeah, losing the Disruptor here. Even had the cheese.
Okay.
Alright. Gonna get a little prize here, but
yeah.
No power to kill down this tower in the mid lane.
He just wanted to dive with the cause. He just wanted to be part of the team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
He wants to be one of the cool kids as well.
Yeah. I want to dive with the fountain too, guys.
I'm fairly sure he regrets his decision.
Yeah, I think so. He's not going to live that one down to anytime soon, is he? I think.
Alright.
Anyway.
Seconds left.
Yeah.
On the Shadow Fiend.
Well, we have
Fenrir with the hook shot, but this is a free racks for him to take.
Yeah, Lifesteal. Ooh! goes for the hook shot, and I'm actually kind of glad he missed that one because I'm not sure that's a fight they could have taken without their Shadow Fiend. I mean, I know they have Black Hole. I guess setting up the Black Hole is fine, and they now have the Aghanims on the Enigma, which is, I said it kind of tongue-in-cheek earlier on, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Aghanims on the Enigma. I think something like an early Shiva Guard or the Sheepstick would have done wonders, but they're really hoping for that big 5-man Black Hole. I
guess now at this late in the game, it's the only chance they have of actually taking it back into their hands. But I do feel like when you're playing Enigma, you got to look at the enemy team and think, am I actually going to realistically land these black holes? And they've got an old Titan. This is a guy who doesn't want to be in the middle of a team fight. You got a Templar Assassin who wants to be blinking into your backlines. Gyrocopter just wants to be sitting in the middle of it all. Yeah, fine. But you know, Sand King as well. He's going to be waiting in the sidelines to drop all his spells. You know, these guys aren't heroes which all want to be sitting on the front line. So that makes it a very difficult job for 11 to land these black holes. But if he does manage to make it happen, it'll be a godly play. And if anybody's going to make a godly play in this game, I'm pretty sure 11 will be the man to do that.
Yeah, but I would have loved if Ori actually goes for the spellcaster build once more this game. Just imagine the big black hole together with the Shadow Fiend ultimate.
Yeah,
that would have given them the burst. Yeah, they have the Lifestealer who can kind of get toe-to-toe against the Gyrocopter until a certain point, but he's also not going for any lockdown like a Basher, so he's going straight for more armor, he's going for an MKB to counter the Butterfly, he went Mantid style to counter the Orchid. So Ori has a lot of space in those fights. Nobody's really picking him out to fight him, because he already has that Scaldy, he has that BKB, so he is extremely tanky already. But also his damage output is kinda limited, only hitting for like 200 a hit.
Alrighty, well. Faith and Mugi in the middle lane, just looking to push out. I mean, Newbee's still pretty happy just to chill out and going for another Nullifier on the Gyrocopter as well. I mean, Roche will be up in quite a while and like might respawn in 3 minutes. No, maybe they're not going to wait for Roshan actually. They want to deliver the final blow to this middle range Rex.
They really like them Nullifiers.
There's the Aegis running out though.
Gyrocopter has the Satanic together with the cheese. So
CCC able to blink out of that one, thankfully. Refraction was up. No damage taken. There's a bit of a push going on by the creeps at top. I think it was the Lifestealer who pushed that one out.
Yeah,
now Fenrir.
Yeah, they should have been pushed out a little bit, but they have to back off for this. They don't want to risk a smoke gang. Fenrir already has a passenger once more, and they're running for it. They're gonna find anyone. They just want to de-ward maybe one or two traps, maybe find a ward, but joke's on you, there's only one on the map, and that's over here.
It's a very awkward game for Vici Gaming. I feel like they're kind of just waiting it out, waiting for their chance to kind of take this one, and they're done with waiting. They say enough's enough. We're going for the smoke. Bottom lane is pushing out, but who cares? 3 range creeps as well. Maybe Lanham will stick around for that. I don't know. AC out on the Shadow Fiend. I mean, this guy hits hard and he hits fast. He could do damage if they get people locked down enough. That's been the issue this game. Everybody's dead before before he gets a chance to output his damage. Oh, they get the lift off onto him, dragging him back. In comes a cooldown though, Fenrir with a nice jump forwards, and they're going to get the black hole onto 2 here. 11, he gets a pretty good one, and they are able to take down a few. As XX drops, Karkar dying as well. Fenrir will die in return, and now they're going to go onto the Shadow Fiend, and they are able to take him out. Now Faith trying to chase down Paparazzi. It's turned down onto Vici Gaming very quickly, but look at Lanham turning back around to collect his passenger and blinking out of that one. He's got Refraction as well. 2 cores dead. Well, 1 core on the side of Vici Gaming. They lost their Shadow Fiend, and that meant let's get out.
And this was pretty much the best black hole they can hope for. They managed to get 2, if not 3 people in there. They managed to get a quick and easy kill on somebody, but it just isn't enough because, as we said before, you either go 5-man black hole or you get 1-man black hole, and this was a 3-man black hole that kind of turned sour midway. And well, it was an okay fight for them. Losing a Shadow Fiend, especially without a buyback, just cost you another Axe because SCC is already here and he's super farmed.
Yeah, and they're both farmed. SCC and Mugi are both been pretty ridiculous, and just look at Rubik. He completely disintegrates. Paparazzi pops out of him, trying to chase him away, but the damage has been done. And I think this is going to be at least 2 lanes of barracks, maybe a little bit more. Maybe they want to stick around. There's no buyback on the Shadow Fiend, but they don't need to
play the safe. If they lose SCC, that means he has no buyback either, so that might turn into a counter push. So just gonna back off here, maybe get a shrine in the... Hey, hold on, there's no shrine, never mind.
Nope, shrines went a while ago.
Catch that. But they're gonna take control of the jungle, they're gonna scout at Rage, they're gonna get vision up on the side of the map, and they're just gonna take control of this again.
Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those classic games of hanging out, putting up wards. You know, we've got the late game, we got the super late game. They're totally comfortable with their gyrocopter taking charge of this, so yeah, just hang out. I mean, there is a case that gyrocopter has pretty much hit critical mass right now. What more could he really do? I mean, maybe Boots of Travel, sure. Not really. Something you need to wait for, though.
All about their moonshots. There's a glimpse, actually.
Glimpse, actually. Pretty nicely done onto Fenrir there. No, we have to take him out quite easily. And no buyback on him. Only a clockwork, but still, that's their initiation.
Yeah, no one was in place to remotely help him out. This is the power of the glimpse in every game. Just if you hit that glimpse reliably, even if it's not even a hit or miss spell, if you glimpse somebody and you get a kill of it, great. If it doesn't work out, cool. Next one in 18 seconds, have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It is just so powerful. I mean, the distance you can create. This clockwork sitting on the high ground over here, and he glimpsed them back deep into his own team, and you can't just cover this distance with one hero. That's just not possible.
No, and this is quite unexpected, I guess, that the Lifesteal is inside Lanham right now. Not entirely sure how much it does, but hey, they're gonna go for it. Clockwork's not alive, but they're saying they're not going to expect us to fight here, and we need to get something. And then we'll see these creeps dying to Ori at mid, Lanham up onto the high ground, and in comes Mugi. Now it's going to be Mugi versus 3 here. But in comes Faith as well. The backup has arrived, and actually Vici Gaming say, no thank you. We're going to back out of this one.
Take Lanham, we're out.
Not so fast. There is a nice double stun coming out from the Sand King here. Now they have to go as they pop the BKB. They're trying to take down Mugi. Can they do it? Yes, they can. They get 1 kill at least. And this is a big one. Now the Black Hole. He lands it onto 2. That is a fantastic Black Hole to catch out Templar Assassin and Faith in it, although he is cancelled pretty quickly. And now he will play the price. Paparazzi. Can he fight up against SCCC? Though I'm not sure he can. Where is the Shadow Fiend? Well, he is defending base and he doesn't have a whole lot of health anyways. Fenrir got to come back to life and die pretty quickly afterwards. And now, oh no, that's a big glimpse onto the Lifestealer, and he gets punched in the face by Faith. And I think maybe, just maybe, it's going to be Newbee progressing. There we go. Good game is played by 11. Well, it was a fantastic epo by Vici Gaming. Every single game going 40 minutes plus. I think we had like 2 55-minute games in this series. They were fantastic games to watch. CN Dota at its finest, but unfortunately, Vici Gaming are going to find themselves being knocked out of GESC, and Newbee will advance to take on LGD later on. Closing thoughts on the game and on the series as a whole. Pardon.
I would say it was in only talking about game 3. We were looking at it.
19-1.
What a feeder died once. How dare you?
Yeah, what a noob.
But as a whole, looking at the third game especially, I think it was pretty hard out draft. Looking at, I mean, I get that 11 played really well on the Enigma, especially with like the early double kill he made under his own T2, but after all, you're up against Glimpse, you're up against Sand King, you were not getting those 5 and black holes, especially because SCCC will never be close to Mugi. Like, Templar Assassin and Gyrocopter are just 2 carries that try to be as far away from us as possible. SCCC wants to hit up those supports and backline. Mugi wants to sit in between everybody. So, for the third game, I will definitely call it a night draft, and maybe also in the second game. Just that was an amazing base trade. So. I hope somebody called out and we're gonna rewatch it. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to find out how key the Nyx, because I'm pretty sure the Nyx Assassin basically won the game in that situation. They were so close to not getting that base, and then he just comes out and hits it twice with that sick agility. It was such a clutch ending to the game, but overall a fantastic, fantastic series in the end. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nomakas. He's been Pod of the Moon. We're just starting out at BTS, but if you liked us, please go and follow us on Twitter. But for now, it's going to be goodbye from us, and hopefully catch you again soon. Goodbye.